The miracle happened again today. I woke up thirsty, stumbled to the bathroom faucet, and clean water came out. Not only was water pouring from the spigot, but my stomach didn't clench with the unsettling sensation of onsetting diarrhea. Given that I live in the United States, this splendid series of events happens every morning without fail. However, globally, over 1.1 billion people do not have access to clean water at all, and another 1.8 billion don't have access within a kilometer of their home. Locally, this ceaseless gift is provided by the Athens-Clarke County government, who amazingly supply this constant service at incomprehensibly low cost. Here at the University of Georgia, when the toilet flushes, the water came from one of three places. The primary source is near downtown on the North Oconee River. When this river is low, the city uses a secondary supply from the Middle Oconee River at Ben Burton Park. In 2002, ACC joined with 3 neighboring counties to buy a water insurance policy that we call Bear Creek Reservoir. This off-channel reservoir pumps water from the Middle Oconee River and stores it in Jackson County. This provides Athens with a third water supply and makes our community much more resilient in the face of drought. Because Bear Creek is the secondary water source for these 4 counties, there's more flexibility in how we withdraw water. For instance, a larger portion of pumping could occur during wet winter months when withdrawals represent a much smaller fraction of river flows. Our project focuses on the ecological and water supply effects of different withdrawal regimes to the Bear Creek Reservoir. So what, might you ask, makes this municipal water supply an interesting sustainability science challenge? In a word, it's trade-offs. Our riverine ecosystems are not simply a conveyance for water supply. These are amazing ecological resources. The southeastern U.S. is a hotspot for freshwater biodiversity. For instance, the Colorado and Columbia River basins, which cover much of the western United States, have on the order of 30 species in the entire watershed. Conversely, the Little Etowah watershed northwest of Atlanta has shown 76 species of native fishes. Here in Athens, Dr. Mary Freeman's team has caught more than 20 species of fish in Ben Burton Park alone. That's almost as many as the Columbia and Colorado basins. This is just one example of the treasures our local rivers hold. Our rivers are still in great condition, and we have an opportunity to maintain these thriving ecosystems. So the overarching question of our study is, can we meet municipal water demand with less environmental impact? Here we've got a relatively simple model of Bear Creek Reservoir, which depicts the key inflows and outflows within the system. On the supply side, upstream water levels and environmental flow regulations determine reservoir inflows. On the demand side, reservoir outflows are governed by water use in the 4 counties, along with associated drought restrictions. Using models like these, many ecological and social outcomes can be assessed. Each of these lines of evidence tells a new chapter in the story of local river management. The models also allow us to test different alternative management schemes related to both pumping decisions and demand management. Lucky for us, this river has a long history of diverse ecological studies dating back to the 1950s and continuing today. However, much work remains to be done, and we're actively looking for team members to examine new dimensions and disciplinary viewpoints of this problem. Some areas that seem particularly ripe for future research include adding more ecological lines of evidence, the role of economic mechanisms like social norms and pricing, and the development of a decision analytic approach for combining all of this information to inform local officials. I'd like to close today with 2 parting thoughts. First, Bear Creek Reservoir currently withdraws approximately 1/3 of its permitted rate. Neighboring watersheds find themselves embroiled in controversy over limited freshwater resources, but we have the unique capacity to avoid this conflict before it starts. And then finally, one of my heroes, Aldo Leopold, said that the only progress that counts is that on the actual landscape of the back 40. And with respect to fresh water, the Middle Oconee River is undoubtedly our community's back 40. We need all of the help we can get on building this case study of river management, and I hope you'll join us in ensuring that we maintain our thriving ecosystems while continuing to meet our community's need for fresh water. Thank you.